Habakuk. Chapter 1. 1. The burden which Habakuk the prophet did see. 2. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Ewan cry out to thee for violence, and thou wilt not help. 3. Why doest thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold sorrow? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise vp strife and contention. For therefore the law is dissolved, and judgment doeth noyer go forth, for the wicked doeth compasse about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. 5. Behold among the heathen, and regard, and wonder, and marvel, for I will work a work in your days, ye will not believe it, though it be told a you. 6. For lo, I raise vp the Chaldeans, that bitter and furious nation, which shall go upon the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places, that are not theirs. 7. They are terrible and fearful, their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of Thesalus. 8. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than the wool ewes and the ewing, and their horsemen are many, and their horsemen shall come from far, they shall fly as the eagle hasting to meet. 9. They come all to spoil, before their faces shall be an east wind, and they shall gather the captivity, as the sand. 10. And they shall mock the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn to them, they shall deride Uri's stronghold, for they shall gather dust, and take it. 11. Then shall they take a courage, and transgress, and do wickedly, imputing this their power to their God. 12. Art thou not of old, O Lord my God, mine Holy One? We shall not die, O Lord, thou hast ordained them for judgment, and O God, thou hast established them for correction. 13. Thou art of pure eyes, and canst not see Yule, thou canst not behold wickedness, wherefore doest thou look upon the transgressors, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked doereth the man, that is more righteous than he? 14. And makest men as the fishes of the sea, and as the creeping things, that ha no ruler o you ear them. 15. They take vp all with the angle, they catch it in their net, and gather it in their yarn, whereof they rejoice and are glad. 16. Therefore they sacrifice to their net, and burn incense to their yarn, because by them their portion is fat and their meat plenteous. 17. Shall they therefore stretch out their net and not spare continually to slay the nations? Chapter 2. 1. I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will look and see what he would say to me, and what I shall answer to him that rebuketh me. 2. And the Lord answered me, and said, Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the last it shall speak, and not lie, though it tarry, wait, for it shall surely come, and shall not stay. For behold, he that lifteth vp himself, his mind is not bright in him, but the highest shall leoa by his fate. 5. Yea, indeed the proud man is as he that transgresseth by wine, therefore shall he not endure, because he hath enlarged his desire as the hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth to him all nations, and heapeth to him all people. 6. Shall not all these take vp a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Ho, he that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And he that ladeth himself with thick clay? 7. Shall they not rise vp suddenly, that shall bite thee? And awake, that shall stir thee? And thou shalt be their prey? 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the wrong done in the land, in the city, and to all that dwell therein. 9. Ho, he that cutteth in Yule covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, to escape from the power of Yule. 10. Thou hast consulted shame to thine own house, by destroying many people, and hast sinned against thine own soul. 11. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. 12. Love to him that buildeth a town with blood, and erecteth a city by iniquity. 13. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in ye very fire? The people shall and weary themselves for very vanity. 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. 15. Woe to him that jeweth his neighbor drink, thou ironest thine heat, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest see their priorities. 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and be made naked, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned to thee, and shameful spurring shall be for thy glory. 17 For the cruel tie of Lebanon shall coer thee, so shall the spoil of the beasts, which made them afraid, because of men's blood, and for the wrong done in the land, in the city, and to all that dwell therein. 18 What profiteth the image? For the maker thereof hath made it an image, and a teacher of lies, though he that made it, trust therein, when he mocketh dumb idols. 19 Woe to him that saith to the wood, Awake, and to the dumb stone, Rise vp, it shall teach thee, behold, it is laid our with gold and silver, and there is no breath in it. 20 But the Lord is in his holy temple, let all the earth keep silence before him. Chapter 3 1 A prayer of Habakuk the prophet for the ignorances. 2 O Lord, I ha heard thy voice, and was afraid, O Lord, renew you thy work in the midst of the people, in the midst of the year as make it known, in wrath remember mercy. 3 God cometh from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Selah. His glory coureth the Hoans, and the earth is full of his praise, for and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hands, and there was the hiding of his power. 5 Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth before his feet. 6 He stood and measured the earth, he beheld and dissolved the nations, and the everlasting mountains were broken, and the ancient hills did bow, his ways are everlasting. 7 For his iniquity I saw the tents of Cushan, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. 8 Was the Lord angry against the rewers? Or was thine anger against the floods? Or was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thine horses? Thy chariots brought salutation. 9 Thy bow was manifestly rewailed, and the offs of the tribes were a sure ward, Selah. Thou didst clothe the earth with rewers. 10 The mountains saw thee, and they trembled, the stream of the water passed by, the deep made a noise, and lift vp his hand on high. 11 The sun and moon stood still in their habitation, at the light of thine arrows they went, and at the bright shining of thy spears. 12 Thou trodest down the land in anger, and didst thresh the heathen in displeasure. 13 Thou wentest forth for the salutation of thy people, and for salutation with thine anointed, thou hast wounded the head of the house of the wicked, and discouredst the foundations to the neck, Selah. 14 Thou didst strike Thoro with his own staves the heats of his villages, they came out as a whirlwind to scatter me, their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly. 15 Thou didst walk in the sea with thine horses upon the heap of great waters. 16 When I heard, my belly trembled, my lips shook at the voice, rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble, for he cometh vp to the people, he shall destroy them. 17 For the fig tree shall not flourish, neither shall fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat, the sheep shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no bullock in the stalls. 18 But I will rejoice in the Lord, I will ioe in the God of my salutation. 19 The Lord God is my strength, he will make my feet like hinds' feet, and he will make me to walk upon mine high places. To the chief singer on Neginothai.